Hey guys, it's Destiny, and today we're going to be showcasing Robin alongside Himeko and Herta just to show off this super fun follow-up centric team, and the content I'll be sharing is from the Creator Experience server. Lastly, if you guys do enjoy videos like these, do make sure to subscribe, also hit the like button, and let me know in the comments down below any other showcases you'd like me to do. And now, let's get straight into it. So for today's showcase, we're going to be beating up Bronya again. If you guys watched the last showcase, we beat her up then too, but honestly, I think Yang Ching deserves a break, so now Bronya's unfortunately gonna get pummeled.
What do you say me for?
But I just want to ask you guys real quick before we get into the fight. You guys see how like Himeko has a pizza cutter?
Pizza time.
I'm kind of curious, if Himeko worked at a pizzeria, which pizzeria do you guys think Himeko would work at? I don't know, this just came into my head, so I'm just kind of wondering what you guys think about that. But we're just gonna get attacked here, which is honestly perfectly fine. Our goal here is just to unleash as many follow-up attacks as we can, so we're just gonna bonk them with Herta. Now Himeko's gonna come in, we get more follow-ups, and now we can actually use Herta's ultimate right here. And this is literally all we want to do, just get a bunch of follow-ups, get a bunch of ultimates going on. There we go. Aventurine's now gonna attack. Now we're actually onto this wave of enemies. We're just gonna use our ultimates here. More follow-ups. Holy crap, there's just so many follow-ups. There we go. Okay, we could just use Herta's ultimate going right into this. And I love Herta's ultimate. She just literally bonks the enemy. It's just so cute. I could just basic attack. And let's just try to break the toughness of these enemies as much as we can. We could just use the Himeko ultimate here. It's fine. There we go. Now Herta kicks in. And now we could push everyone forward with Robin. Gosh, I love Robin's ultimate. I honestly love almost all the ultimates. Actually, no, I love every ultimate of the characters on this team. They're just so good. So now with Herta, bonk. And now we can actually just use her ultimate right away. So let's just do it right off the bat. There we go. Herta's gonna come in. Okay. I'm gonna use the Himeko follow-up right there. Now Herta's gonna do a follow-up. Oh my gosh. There's just so much follow-ups. Okay, so now we have a true follow-up party. We're just literally going to have so many. So Herta comes in again, and now we have another Himeko ultimate ready. We actually are like overcapped on the energy right now. Holy crap. Okay, so we're just gonna break everyone here with Herta. Boom. And now we have another Herta ultimate. Oh my goodness. Okay, we could just use Aventurine's ultimate here on Bronya herself. We have another one now. Okay, let's just keep going. Oh my goodness, they're literally almost dead. Oh my gosh, we're about to get another Himeko ultimate. Guys, I think this is actually crazy. Okay, let's just attack Bronya here. Okay, there we go. They're literally almost dead. Holy crap. They almost died within that like 0 cycle. Oh my goodness. If we had like one more Herta ultimate, I think, yeah, this is literally it. She's on 1%. Oh my goodness gracious. That run was actually crazy. We just had so many follow-up attacks back to back. I'll show you guys what effect I picked for Pure Fiction this time around, because this is Pure Fiction 4. But now with Herta, we're just gonna bonk Bronya to legit death. Okay, let's go. And now bonk. I'm sorry, Bronya. I had to do it to you. Oh my goodness. And then for the second side, honestly, we could just use the Acheron team. Acheron's really good for the second side here. So is the damage over time team. If we were to look real quick at what we used effect-wise, I use the secondary effect here because it regenerates energy for all allies equal to 35% of their respective energy. And the energy recovered with this effect can exceed the allies' max energy. What you guys just saw there at the end, how we kept getting the follow-ups and basically triggering this effect and getting non-stop ultimates, is why this team just did so many freaking follow-up attacks at the end. I'm telling you, I feel like if we had one more Herta follow-up attack or ultimate, we would have just cleared it in that 0 cycle. So this team is just so freaking nice for being able to just clear out Pure Fiction, in my opinion, pretty easily, at least this time around. And overall, the follow-up team and just follow-up attacks in Pure Fiction is just so freaking strong. And now Herta's dancing for us, which is super cute. But if we were to look real quick at the builds, here we have Herta. She's running attack boots, and I have have a good amount of crit rate. The crit damage is kind of whatever on her. I tried to focus way more on the crit rate because Robin is going to give a good amount of crit damage for my allies on my team for the follow-ups and the crit damage she gives in her trace alone. So that definitely helps out with the crit damage ratio, which is just why I focus a little more on the crit rate with this build. And we also have Ice Orb. And then if we look at the light cone, I am using the Birth of the Self. The reason I'm using this light cone is because it's just really nice for Herta due to the fact that you are able to have increased damage dealt by the wearer's follow-up attacks, which as you saw, Herta had a bunch of freaking follow-up attacks. If you don't have this light cone though, you could use a light cone like the Seriousness of Breakfast. That's a free-to-play light cone. You could also consider, if you do have Himeko's signature light cone, Himeko's signature light cone is actually pretty nice in Pure Fiction because you are able to get the most out of it in a mode like this, so that could be a good option. If you also have Jingyuin's signature light cone, you could totally use that as well. That's a way more premium option, but that option is also really good. And then for Herta, our traces are maxed out. For the relics, I'm using 2-piece Hunter Glacial Forest, 2-piece Grand Duke, and then Inert Salcedo. I wanted to increase the follow-up damage of Herta as much as I could, so that's why I went with the 2-piece, and then of course the Inert Salcedo Planar, and then for her Eidolon's E6. And now we have Himeko. Himeko is running attack boots as well. I do have my characters on the slower side, but it's mainly just the fact that because of how many follow-up attacks and ultimates they're able to get, I wanted to be able to dish out as much damage as possible with these teams. So a good amount of crit rate for sure, good amount of crit damage. And here's all of her stats. For her light cone, I'm actually using her signature light cone for today's showcase because of the fact of, once again, this light cone is able to get those maximum stacks pretty easily in a mode like this. And the damage dealt by the wearer increasing by 30% per one turn is really good because you are able to weakness break enemies very, very frequently as well. So this light cone is amazing in Pure Fiction. If you don't have this light cone though, you could also consider the Seriousness of Breakfast. Even the Birth of Self technically could be good because Himeko's follow-up attacks are a very nice source of damage. For her traces, they are maxed out. And then for her relics, we have Inert Salcedo, Pioneer Diver of Dead Waters, just to deal more damage to enemies that are debuffed. Himeko is able to burn enemies, and if you do have Aventurine, he can also inflict the Unnerved debuff to an enemy. But the main reason I'm using the Pioneer Diver of Dead Waters is just mainly because the substats were really good. They had a lot of crit rate and crit damage ratio. Of course, I'm also using the 2-piece Ash Blazing Grand Duke just for more follow-up attack damage, and then Inert Salcedo for more ultimate and follow-up damage, since that's where a lot of that damage came in from Himeko in particular. Now for her Eidolons, she is completely E0. Now for Aventurine, he is also on the slower side, and this is more so a DPS build of Aventurine, so he could deal a good amount of damage. You could run him more as a sustain role though. The main reason I like him on this team, of course, is because of those follow-up attacks, and he can definitely help out with just having all of those follow-up attacks happen very, very consistently, which just allows for more damage output. He does have a signature light cone, but you could use light cones such as Japard's signature light cone, a Concert for 2, the Destiny Threads light cone. So there's multiple options you can absolutely use on a character like Aventurine. You do not need the signature at all. It's just nice if you do have it. For the traces, they are maxed out. For relics, once again, this is a more offensive build. I just realized that almost all my characters are running the same build essentially. Inert Salcedo, more ultimate and follow-up damage. Pioneer, when enemies are debuffed, we're going to be able to take advantage of that. In the Grand Duke set, you are able to get the 20% more follow-up damage. And I definitely tried to prioritize these substats as much as I could to try to get a minimum of 4k defense on Aventurine if possible. Just have a bit of crit rate, a bit of crit damage overall, just to make him able to deal a fair amount of damage. And then for Eidolons, he is also E0. And lastly, we have Robin. Robin has a 4.3, almost 4.4k attack, 133 speed. Here are the rest of her stats. She is running energy regeneration rope. We are using for tomorrow's journey on Robin, which is her completely free-to-play light cone option. This light cone is really good because it gives Robin increased attack. It also allows Robin to increase the damage dealt by 30%, lasting for one turn when they use their ultimate. So it's just really nice for that damage that Robin is able to do, which basically lasted the entire time after she used her ultimate in the Pure Fiction stage. She's just helping along the team, dealing extra damage, ensuring maybe if an enemy had a slither slither of health, she is able to ensure those KOs. So this light cone is perfectly good for Pure Fiction and just overall is an amazing light cone option for her. For the traces, they are maxed out, and then for the relics, we have Broken Keel. Broken Keel is just giving more crit damage to the team. All my allies on the team definitely enjoy that crit damage. So this is just more crit damage on top of the crit damage that she's already giving to the team within her skill kit. And I'm running 2-piece Musketeer and 2-piece Prisoner just so we can get more attack and just have Robin's attack as high as possible. And this Robin is of course E0. Everyone on the team is E0 except for the Herta, who is E6. And that'll be all for today's showcase. I feel like the team did really good. I really enjoy Robin, of course in Memory of Chaos, but I feel like Robin is also really nice for Pure Fiction. She can help you honestly if, let's say, you are running out of turns and you want to get a higher score just to ensure that you get all the rewards. She could definitely help out with advancing the team forward and taking advantage of the effects in Pure Fiction. And I definitely feel like the follow-up team is definitely benefiting for what she can provide, especially for Pure Fiction, since Herta and Himeko is definitely a force when it comes to that mode. They're just really good in that mode, which I'm really happy about because they are both pretty underrated characters. So it is nice to see them shine in Pure Fiction especially. But that'll be all for today's video, and be sure to let me know in the comments down below once again, what pizzeria would Himeko work at? If you guys did enjoy this video, do make sure to subscribe, leave a like, support the video, and I hope to see you all next time. Peace.